People come to me wishing to improve their golf game. The most overlooked swing fault is posture. 5 out of 12 of the most common swing faults identified by Tyler's Performance Institute have to deal with posture. The good news is posture is also the easiest thing to improve and ultimately fix using the LiveViewGolf camera. First, draw a line in front of your forehead, another vertical line in back of your tailbone, and another line through your spine. Let's identify those 5 common posture faults. The first one is the C curve. The second one is the S posture. Very common among better athletes. They curve too much in the lower back, putting a lot of stress on the lower back. The third one is people come up out of posture. And then the fourth one is going into a flat shoulder turn. And the most common one is when people come up and out of posture, what we call early extension. The reason why it's so important to have a proper posture is because when those vertebrae are tilted like so, and you can work them glibly on top of each other, you're going to have a better turn. And when you have a better turn, you're going to have a more efficient pivot that is more powerful and in better sequence. How do you ensure that you are in proper posture? Here is a way to identify that. I call it 2 bends and a tilt. So for example, I'm going to bend straight over, using this as a brace on my chin, bend straight over from my hip sockets, strictly from my hip sockets, nowhere else. And then a little bit from the knees, but making sure that my weight is still in the front part of my arches. And then from there, I'm going to tilt both my pelvic girdle and my shoulder so they match each other. So my spine has not turned into a C curve. So again, that's a bend, slight bend again, and then a tilt to the right. From the front angle, it would be the same. I go here, I bend straight over from the hip sockets, a slight bend in the knees, and then I tilt to the right, making my left hip and my left shoulder higher than my right side. Now I know that I have the proper posture. So once I've identified my proper posture, it will not change. So for example, with a sand wedge, I'm here. I'm in my proper posture. With an 8-iron, it still stayed the same. I might have a wider stance, but it's still the same. When I come to my fairway wood, it's still the same. Again, I might have a wider stance, but my posture has not deviated. Make sure to constantly monitor your posture while you're practicing using LiveView Golf.